What's going on, everybody? This is an episode from the No Gimmicks Needed Wrestling podcast. Do you like podcasts and you want to see the full podcast? Make sure you check out the No Gimmicks Needed Wrestling podcast on all your podcast platforms, such as Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, iHeartRadio, among many others. But you're listening to the episode right here on YouTube, so make sure you hit that like button and below, and make sure you hit the subscribe button to NC Studios and NC Level Up for all your gaming needs. This is the Nerd Coalition. Enjoy the show. They just announced last week, and we was all in the chat when we seen it, that they announced that the announcement that Tony Khan had announced before was that AEW is getting a new weekly programming show called AEW Collision, which they
you sure it's not WCW Nitro?
That's the look. And they already admit that's what the look was inspired by. That look, you're not gonna get no bullshit out of me because I was a WCW fan, so
I inspired by the look. It's a carbon copy.
Yeah, it's
they
definitely
did it on purpose. We know what it is.
And to be honest with you,
honestly though, I was them. I would make the stage.
I was saying the same thing.
Yeah,
I would make the same. I would give it that old WCW stage. Said put the AEW letters right there on the side where it said WCW. It had a fire. This time, obviously, we're living in 2023, so I would put a Titantron. Remember, the Nitro never had the music videos. Thunder had the music videos. Nitro not until 1999 2000s when they had the.
I mean, you can put the screen up there. You can just still have the truss and have the screen on top of that or something. You know. Like.
Yeah, I agree. I think it should be inspired by that. Take the damn tunnels away. Even they did that already, but have Dynamite have its own look. And I don't want it to be like Rampage where we just switch off the cloth of the ring.
No, I think Collision will be live because I think it'll be live.
I mean,
it wouldn't be. What's the point?
It just ought to be live, and this is going to be.
So we thinking.
Go ahead,
so I'm saying you thinking live like they have their own schedule, travel around like Raw has its own schedule versus SmackDown.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh. It's going to be that. So the first episode is June 17th, which is on a Saturday. So I do plan on reviewing the first episode. Because kind of like when Rampage first started, me and Prime did like the first 2 episodes and then stop. Unless something like serious happened on Rampage, which right now, it don't. Rampage turned the main event.
Rampage was only an hour too, so it's like, okay.
Yeah, this is going to be a full out 2-hour show on Saturday. Now, to be honest with you guys, I think it could work because I used to watch WCW Saturday night. And granted, a lot of people on Saturdays obviously are out because it's Saturday. People go out on Saturday. That's why they got the worst movies on TV on. But now, usually, how they could, take full opportunity of this is like showing these, like having this at bars or events, because I'm sorry, I'm not watching Raw. A wrestling fan I am. I'm not going to a bar on Monday to watch Raw, especially when they're like playoff games on. I'm not doing that. But I'm more inclined to go to a bar on a Saturday and check out a wrestling show. I know we can all be different about that. I'm talking, but for me personally, because I used to watch WCW Saturday night at 6:05 on TBS back in the day. I used to
remember?
Huh?
I was about to say, because remember WWE used to run the whole week. Because remember Friday night on Channel 48, if you could get your Channel 48 working, and they had the recap show.
You ain't telling no lies there.
Yeah.
Remember? I forgot what the name was.
Shotgun Saturday Night.
Whatever the recap show, it was
Shotgun Saturday Night.
They had the recap show. Oh, let's see what happens Monday night. And that's where I got most of my wrestling knowledge from. Because we ain't had cable. And wrestling at this time wasn't on UPN and all that.
Yeah. So, I'm listening.
I was saying, I know it's Saturday. What's the time slot? Is it Saturday at 8?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Saturday at 8.
Yeah, Saturday at 8, so 8 to 10.
All right, so I get what they're doing. There's not much competition because, yes, people divvy Friday nights, Saturday nights as the go out night. So you're trying to run TV on a night when those people that just didn't go out, you're aiming for them pretty much.
What they going to do when it's pay-per-view night, though, for WWE?
They're going to get killed.
Yeah. Well, see, here's my other thing also, because I think, because Tony Khan, he loves saving announcements for announcements, right? I think they're going to start doing Max streaming because tomorrow is Tuesday is when HBO Max becomes Max, and we get the whole combined Max and Discovery and stuff like that. So I'm going to be checking that out tomorrow. But
it better run smoothly too. I swear.
I'm already pissed.
Yeah, them servers is about to get jacked up tomorrow.
So here's the thing, though. Two AEW shows are dropping on Max tomorrow. They are dropping that whole AEW All Access show, and they drop. I think they're dropping Rose to the Top.
Oh, they dropped Cody Rhodes show.
Okay, see that's what I'm saying. But I think these are test runs to see how things is, because I think the biggest test run is I think they're going to stream All Out on Max.
They could.
Yeah, I don't think you pay. I don't think you pay Tony Khan this much money to have a new weekly show, and to have a pay-per-view coming up, and then you got this new, merger of these two streaming services, and not take advantage of the streaming service.
Well, if they put it on Max, are they charging or is it free?
What you mean?
Because sometimes you go to streaming service and a movie will be up there for additional charge.
That's Amazon. That ain't nothing. If you watch
Disney, do it too.
You said who?
Disney done it too.
Disney Plus has done when?
Put some. I remember, this ain't a great example, but I remember Black Widow was available to watch on Disney.
Oh no, bro.
Yeah, remember they charge you for Mulan.
Okay,
there you go. Thank you.
That's back when they were. To be fair, I do remember those. That is back when they were still testing out putting movies on the streaming service. That's back when Disney Plus was still new, and they were still trying, because you had that, you had Mulan, you had Raya, you had Black Widow. Those are the early things. But now movies just drop. Like, for instance, Shazam drops tomorrow on Max, right? So, and then like for Disney Plus, when a new Marvel comes out, whether it be the Eternals or whether it be Wakanda Forever or whether it be Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, those just drop now. You don't have to. There's no paywall that you had to pay for to get them early, stuff like that.
Yeah, because they don't drop the same day.
Say what?
Because they don't drop the same day anymore.
Exactly. That is another thing, because if they drop the same days, like you want to take a discount and not go to the movies and watch it at home, we don't have. Now the movies is open, so if you can either go to the movies or you can just wait till it comes out on streaming. Unless when you go to Amazon, they be like, hey, you can watch this for $19.99 or you can rent it for $14.99. Like, bullshit. No, but this one.
That's why I still ain't watched Creed yet. Yep.
Feel you on that. So, but it's like when me and Pride said, like, when White Man Can't Jump came out on Hulu, it was just there on Friday morning. It was like, okay, let's watch it. You ain't got to pay for that. Not that I would. But I'm saying, now I think with all in, because see, you gotta know how people going to watch this, right? How people going, and then once again, Turner is part of that whole Warren Discovery thing. This is all them. So if they want to start having, like, okay, you can have your collision shows, and then it's like, okay, well then if WWE want to have a Saturday show and they be out Collision, which they but they're gonna be on Peacock streaming at least until further. They can have theirs on Max. Max ain't going nowhere now. They just merged, so you got a strong enough foundation to play pay-per-views. And I would love to go see old Ring of Honor and old AEW stuff, because just to have all that stuff in the library, it could work. I'm not saying that's definitely going to happen, but that's a possibility of what's going to of what can happen. But just for shows on Saturdays, like I said, I'm still trying to get used to WWE doing these pay-per-views on Saturdays, to be honest with you. But having that show on Saturday for a kickback, and right now I'm not obviously younger, but me being older, I don't do shit Saturday nights no more. So I mean,
I'm in the same boat. I'm at work, so I feel you.
Yeah, I'm at work too. I'm just saying, but and I'm like, okay, there's a TV here, so I'm like, why not? And then if I'm doing anything Saturday night, it's like, okay, me and my wife will probably set up a dinner, or we'll probably go to the movies that we have planned as Quattro knows a month in advance, okay? Because there's just no free getting up and stuff and doing that anymore. So Now, for the younger crowd and the more casual crowd, if they go into a Dave & Buster's, or if they're going to a Buffalo Wild Wings, or they're going to an Applebee's, or they're going to any of these chill spots that now got sports on Saturday, and obviously for those who know sports, Prime and Q, I'll go more Prime, know more about sports, know that it's unless it's the playoffs, it's the bullshit that be on Saturdays, and especially coming up in.
Don't do Q like that. Q know about sports, isn't that right?
Listen. I know my place. I mean,
So
you're not alone. My mute button's still on. So you good.
So no, I'm not saying, but yeah, like it be the boring shit, and it's gonna be baseball mostly. That's the summertime, and baseball don't get good until July. So you got another alternative to put that on. I'll be happy to watch AEW Collision up there, especially if they're trying to do this kind of brand split. Even though I don't agree with that shit at all, but that looks like what they're doing. Because
So, do you think they will have a quote unquote brand split draft, or you think they just going whoever's on the show is whoever's on the show?
It's looking like a whoever.
I think. Well, okay. So it's really the Elite versus CM Punk. That's basically what it is. But on hindsight, I don't think they're going to have a draft. I think they're just going to appear, on these shows, and it looks like because they still have promotional stuff for the champions. So I think the champions go back and forth. But in my personal opinion, the TNT champion should stay on Collision, and the TBS championship should stay on Dynamite, because those are the programs that they're on. So Jade stays on Wednesday, and then Wardlow or stays on Saturday.
I mean, that makes great sense, but I casually watch a wrestling program where the Raw champion is on Smackdown, but whatever. But yeah, I get you.
Yeah, we casually do that and get to like WWF for that, but Tony Khan don't have to make them same mistakes that Vince does. What Tony Khan can do is make his own fucking mistakes, because this is getting really fucking childish now. Because right now we should be celebrating. Tony Khan should be literally sitting on the beach, drinking a pina colada out of a pineapple, enjoying.
He still is.
Yeah, I think he's but there's more drama going on backstage with AEW, because right now he should be successful. That, hey, number one, he got a new TV deal for a whole new show, so he has two shows, just like WWE got two shows, two 2-hour shows. What are you talking about, Raw? And then he also sold 60,000 tickets at Wembley Stadium, which nobody even expected to go past 20, because the highest they ever did was Arthur Ashe. So, and they're still in August.
Arthur who?
Say what?
Arthur who?
Ash.
Oh, that ain't what it sounded like you said.
I said Arthur Ashe? Arthur Ashe. In Arthur Ashe Stadium, and then now they just got a confirmation of when this game is coming out. I should be living pretty, but CM Punk said, "No, we can't have you do this, Tony. We can't." It appeared because CM Punk was apparently who this show was basically made for. Let's just be real with it. This show was made for, put out there in the forefront, and all of a sudden, CM Punk was taking off all the promotional stuff, because the Warner Brothers Discovery executives said he needs to be taken off, and we're like, well, what the hell happened? And apparently there has been some backstage stuff with CM Punk going on that's involving Ace Steel. Why is that name coming back up? Yes, it says due to last minute snag involving Punk's longtime friend Ace Steel, Punk has since been removed from AEW Collision marketing material. Tony Khan's major announcement gave way to yet another tease to stay tuned next week for the location of AEW Collision's debut. Because I think it's supposed to be in Chicago, right? Because that's what CM Punk.
Oh, here we go again. Getting another show in Chicago.
Like, my God, we can't do everything for CM Punk. Really?
You know, I know they like Chicago. I know Chicago is a good wrestling city. But
Yeah, but
Jesus.
I mean, but my gosh,
Like go to the Cow Palace or something. Go somewhere else.
you gotta go somewhere else. So the latest holdup seems to be it revolves around Ace Steel being allowed to work backstage. Though it was believed that Ace Steel was rehired months ago and he has reportedly been working remotely, but AEW denies these reports. I mean, I wouldn't put it past if it did. I just real quick, everything's going on with the media scrum and stuff with CM Punk. Why is it that now, when we're supposed to, when AEW has these big accomplishments, all of a sudden it gets overshadowed by CM Punk? And why does it always have to be, I hate to say it, for somebody who likes CM Punk, be about him?
Well, you know, when you pull out a flashlight, and I'm just saying, when you pull out a flashlight and you aim it, the light can only brighten up one spot. So, if you want that light on you, I'm just saying, got to do something to put that light on you, which is wrong, but it happens.
All right, hold up for the broad now. That's what it sounded like right there. Was walking by.
Well, listen, my brother. But look, we all know Punk is toxic. We know that. I'm a Punk fan. Punk is toxic. Yeah. Punk is gonna put that spotlight on him. He drawn. He do that. It's wrong. So, unfortunately, anytime something comes up from a toxic person, it pulls the sales out of everything. People pay attention to negativity more than they do positivity. Always.
Yeah, but in this case, how does this help anything? Because and I'm saying, when you say, you know, being toxic, it brings interest, but right now this toxic is pushing people away, because right now they're having a little bit of trouble selling these tickets for Collision for their first couple weeks of shows.
And wasn't there a good amount of people that was like, can you please stop dealing with this man? We don't need him back. Yeah. And you brought him back. And then something happened. And then what, you shocked? Not saying you, but people, what, you shocked, Doug? This is him. This is honest.
Yeah, okay. But that's my thing. This needs to now rely on Tony Khan, because he was supposed to. According to that, he had the meeting with Chris Jericho, and they were supposed to try to work some things out. I don't know if he ever met with the Elite, or the Elite ever met with CM Punk, whatever the case may be. But see, that's inexcusable. So remember, I think everybody got to understand something. You work for me.
See, that's the problem I'm having. Why is the boss meeting with workers? Like, bro, you the boss. Pull your dick out and stop bitching. Like, bro, make a decision. He's fucking up your company. You got a new show coming out, and he fucked up the rollout before the show came out. Are you kidding me? Why are you meeting up with other talent? You're the boss. Reprimand them or deal with the consequences, bro.
He's right. Yes, Q-Flow is right here. This is what happened when you the boss and you trying to be everybody you work with friend. You can't do that.
I mean, because honestly,
let's be for real, Vince McMahon would never. His ass would have been on the curb already, bro.
First off,
his ass would have been on the curb already.
First of all, that media scrum would have never happened if this was Vince McMahon. That, you know, so where this whole thing started from the beginning. First of all, if this is Vince McMahon, the Elite ain't EVPs. That's just the way it is. And no billionaire has gotten where they're at today by being a nice guy. Never. And for some reason, and I understand. See, Tony Khan is a mark. He is a wrestler. He is one of us. He's a wrestling fan. When the wrestlers he watched and that he's a fan of come over to his company, like, you know how he gave Claudio that hug, and I was like, bro, calm down. It's like, okay, y'all gotta, you gotta reel it in and be like, okay, dude, this is my company. This is, y'all, wrestling aside, I want y'all to understand something. I appreciate Cody and the Bucks and the Elite got their money together and to make All In the first one happen. But guess what? The reason why this other shit is happening is my money. Okay? I'm in control of this shit. This is my show. That's what Tony Khan needs to happen. And then also, CM Punk wasn't done because Brian Alvarez talked about CM Punk being not at the whole media stuff for Collision and on Instagram, and then CM Punk saw that and he went right in on Brian Alvarez, who was a fan about what he said. In the message says, "Look, everyone, Brian Alvarez doesn't like it when misinformed internet trolls make up rumors about him. So please stop making up rumors and stories for clicks while Brian makes up rumors and stories for clicks. Okay, he's married, for God's sake. By God, that man has a family. Brian, shut the fuck up and stop talking about me. Challenge day one." And it still has friendly reminder. I haven't been on TV in 9 months and y'all still just can't stop talking about me. Maybe stop. You'll feel better. Love, hate, it's all the same. I don't enjoy being the sole person that props up entire misinformed clickbait industry based on toxic gossip from lying sources. But what can you do when you're the king? It comes with the crown. Why is any of this shit necessary? Now,
look, if you don't shut the fuck up, you don't even go to work anymore. Shut up.
And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, when is the accountability going to be held here? Because see, the way I see it, fan or not, CM Punk is lucky to have his job right now because it's with Tony Khan. And I also think people like that, they can sit there and you can look at a person from just meeting them day one, what kind of person they are, if you can run them over or if you can't. That's natural. And if CM Punk out on Tony Khan and said, man, I can come in with his dick in my hand. Well, that's what he's going to do. He's going to bully the shit out of him. And that's what's been happening. So now we got, come on, how are we going to have this new show where now it's like the Elite and the people who like the Elite is going to be on Dynamite and the people who like CM Punk or had no problem with CM Punk is going to be on Collision? That makes no sense. That is bad for your business. First of all, drafts don't really work in wrestling in the first place. Splits have shown that they don't work in the same company for a reason. That's why you have multiple companies. So why y'all trying to separate everything in y'all company? Especially when y'all not going to abide by it, because as soon as ratings start dropping or certain fans want to see certain things, that's all it is. Right now, AEW don't got that. They got a big roster, but I don't think they're going to be ready for no type of brand split. I'm sorry. Especially when y'all try to do this stuff on a Saturday. Of all things. This is not something that Tony Khan needs right now, or whether he be like, well, I'm not going to let it stress me. You probably should. Because you need to get a handle on this right now. Because this is inexcusable. And if he does not get a handle on this right now,
he already effed up making this on a Saturday. Why is nobody
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you, Q.
Oh, that's not. Can you hear me?
Barely.
Wait. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay.
There we go. My fault. Wrong earbud. I was saying. His first mistake was making this on a Saturday. What happened to Thursday? Thursday's still free up for grabs, ain't it?
Yeah, I think the only thing on Thursday is like an Impact. So you're fine.
I mean, but you know,
so that's what I'm saying. Like
but Thursday's still there. But I'm just saying, but Thursday it's like right after Dynamite.
Yeah, they probably want to do back-to-back shows in different cities and stuff.
Because my thing is like, bruh, nobody's watching your shit on Saturday if there's a pay-per-view. You're just wasting everybody's time.
But if there's a pay-per-view, if your card is booked good, right? Would you rather watch the live show or something that you can stream?
I'm watching the pay-per-view.
I mean, yeah.
I know me.
I mean, obviously, yeah. As wrestling fans, we watch pay-per-view, but as a cat, I'm saying from somebody that's casually in the bar, it's like, okay, do I want to watch Night of Champions?
Oh! I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Do I want to go on Peacock and try to watch Night of Champions or this pay-per-view that's not a big show, other than WrestleMania or SummerSlam or something like that? Nah, I'm going right now. And once again, it's all about the bar. Yeah, it's all about how the card is going to be. And like I said,
Miller's or something, and it's on, then yeah, I'm watching it.
Yeah, exactly. So automatically, you got hundreds of eyes on that product already, just in a casual setting. And I'm just saying, so and right now it's going to be on TNT. So it's nothing for the bars to just switch on Collision on Saturdays. But right now, you got this problem with CM Punk to the point where is he even going to make Collision? Because right now it shows that AEW truly, whether this affects people or not, don't need CM Punk. They can do just fine without CM Punk.
They've been doing fine without him.
So you technically don't need CM Punk. But the question is like, well, what you gonna do? So other opinions on this? Like Quad, you got more of an opinion on it?
Well, the fact that Tony is soft, like not trying to be disrespectful, but it's kind of obvious.
He is soft. Like
you can't look. I think Q Flow put it well. When you're the boss, you need to be the boss. Yes, your employees are not always going to agree with you. And yes, sometimes you got to nip some stuff in the bud. But that's the job. You can't let the
cost of being the boss.
Can't let the inmates run the asylum. That's all it is.
Trust, it ain't always easy being the boss. It ain't always good being in charge, saying? Especially when you have things going on. Because, like, it could also be a thing where it was like, hey, before this crap happened, Warren Discovery was like, hey, we want CM Punk back so we can give you this money for this show. See, now your hands is tied. It's unfortunate, but your hands is tied. So I am a little worried about how this thing. I want Collision to succeed. I want it to succeed better than Rampage, and I want it to actually be a decent show with some good booking, some good wrestling. I don't mind Saturday wrestling. That's how I used to watch wrestling. I don't mind Saturday wrestling. That's how everybody used to watch wrestling back in the day. So I'm not mad at this concept, but yeah, out the gate it's gonna probably start hot, then it's gonna get low again, then they're gonna have to build it back up. So I'm cool with that. I just am very afraid of this whole keeping certain superstars separate type thing. Me personally, I'm gonna get in the room and I'm like, yo, we gonna, like, seriously, I know we said we worked it out before, but you're gonna have to work this out before. First of all, you can make some good money if you can get, do a CM Punk Kenny Omega thing, especially when this happen. You can make some decent money off of that, but it's all up to you. And if CM Punk is gonna, be in his shit, then CM Punk gotta go.